Good evening, lovely Facebookers. It's Caroline here from Crafty Creations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm based in Falkirk in central Scotland. Once again, it's one of Jazzledazzle's video hops. This month our video hop is all about friendship, and we've been challenged to make a card or something that represents friendship. So I have decided tonight to completely ruin the card that I've made by the looks of things, but anyway, hey ho, I've decided tonight to do a card for friends because I've had a lot of help from friends recently and I want to send a wee card just to let them know that I'm thinking about them and that I really appreciate their friendship and everything that they do for me. So I thought I would go back to something really dead simple, so some simple stamping, and then we'll take it from there and make this card, which is reasonably simple but it's quite effective, especially if you don't splodge ink all over the corners of it. So it says on the outside cherished friend, and on the inside it says love is what makes us family. So yeah, nice and simple. So let's go. The stamp set I'm using is the stamp set called Lovely You, and it's in the annual catalogue on page 37. I really like the sentiments on this stamp set, which is why I bought it. And I often wondered what I would do with the flowers because I thought I really just bought it for the sentiments. But I have challenged myself this time to use only this stamp set, so here we go, watch this space. So I did cut out a piece of card and laid it on my desk, but you know, as usual, the desk is now a complete and utter bomb site. So I now can't find the piece of card that I laid out, so just talk amongst yourselves there. See if I can find it. I knew it'd be somewhere. This is me trying to be organised, but I just don't think I have it in me to be organised. So what I'm going to do is do basically a one-sheet wonder. Now you may or may not have heard of one-sheet wonders before. It's where we take a piece of card, usually an A4 piece of card, and we just stamp and try and fill the card with some sort of pattern. Just really quite random. Nothing. It's not. There's no rhyme or reason to it at all. So it's just, you know, go for it and see where it takes us. So I am going to use the in colours from 2021, 2023. So the colours I'm going to use are here, and I've got all my stamps ready. See, I did try and be organised. So soft succulent, which is my favourite, fresh freesia, polished pink, and I'm going to have to look this one up. It is, that's terrible. And I know that there's a whole load of people shouting at the screen at the moment, but it's pale papaya. And that is the colour of the card that I'm going to use as the base colour. So we will start with this lovely leaf here, and I have got my blocks all marked up because tomorrow I am off to do a craft fair, the first one since all this COVID nonsense kicked off. So I realised that I put things on my blocks because I don't want to lose them and I don't want other people wandering off with them tomorrow. I've made it really hard for myself because I can't really see where I'm stamping, so it wasn't the best idea, but hey ho, it was done with good intentions, and they are kind of see-through, the things. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going for it and splodging things around here, changing the direction of the stamp just so that it's not all the exact same, and I'm stamping off as well, so you know, it's not all staying on the page. So you know, put a wee one up there so that it kind of looks like that. That looks as well it could be doing with something on this side just to even it up. So yeah, you just, you know, do what you fancy. So we'll finish with that and we'll move on to the fresh freesia, which is this nice wee flower. So we'll fill in some of the gaps and put some of this wee flower in. I think the fresh freesia is actually quite a pinky purple. It's quite a nice warm colour. So I hope you're all having a nice weekend. Up here in central Scotland we have lots and lots and lots of rain. Don't know what it's like in the rest of the country. But yeah, we're having some pretty serious rain here. We just took my stepdaughter home a wee while ago. It flooded everywhere. Move on to the polished pink, which is really bright and lovely. So you can see what I'm doing here, just filling up the card. Completely random. You don't have to be artistic at all to do this. And it's just really, really good fun, and it's really therapeutic. So if you've had a really bad day at work and you're just like, oh, I can't, you know, today's just been the worst day ever, come home and do this. Because believe me, there's just something amazing about stamping. Well, crafting full stop is really good for your mental health anyway, but to do this, it's just so nice. And Louise, if you're watching, what do you think? Is this too busy for you? I've got a girl who comes for craft classes, and she's one of these girls who she finds doing something like this quite difficult because it's not ordered enough for her, and she seems to think that when I get started I just go a bit mad, and she just can't cope. She can't cope with it. So, sorry Louise. Right, we'll leave it at that so that I don't completely drive Louise insane. So we'll just give that a wee waft, technical term there, and I'm going to take my trimmer, which is really needing a good clean, and I'm going to trim these down because I cut it into 3 different sections here, so each section is going to be about 1.5 inches. So my cards, did I do 1 3/4? Let's try 1 3/4. My card measures about 5 3/4 by 4, so my pale papaya base that I put on is about 1/8 short on both sides. And then this, again, the white card that I was using was about 1/8 smaller than the base card, and then I have just trimmed them too, so they're about, I think they're just about 3 3 inches in width, and then they're going to be 1.5 1.75 rather in depth. Sorry, it's getting too late at night for me. As I say, I'm doing my first craft show tomorrow, so I've been crafting like a mad thing for the last week, trying to get enough stock together, and now that I have kind of done that, I'm now getting everything. So I had this video to do, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to take some stuff out of packing that I've all packed away for tomorrow, so yeah. I need to go back into lockdown for a wee bit of a rest. My brain's not really coping with having to socialise and deal with people, and my youngest daughter, so my only daughter that is now at school, because my middle daughter left school at summer and my eldest daughter left school a long time ago, which makes me feel really old. So my youngest daughter went back to school this week on the Wednesday, and I said to her on the Tuesday night, so you alright, you got everything organised? Yeah mum, yeah, everything's fine. And I said, have you, that doesn't seem to fit together with that one, does it? What have I done wrong? Come on, somebody tell me. Where have I gone wrong? That doesn't go that way. I think I've got them the wrong way round, haven't I? Oh, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They don't have to fit. So anyway, I was saying to her, have you got everything ready? Yeah, mum, I've got everything ready. I said, are you all set for going back? Yeah, yeah. I said, you looking forward to it? She went, yeah, well, I'm looking forward to coming back. And I thought she was going to say because she was looking forward to seeing her friends. She said, but I'm looking forward to come back so that I can do all my school work, because I'm looking forward to all my subjects this year, but I'm not really looking forward to seeing all my friends. I said, that's not very nice. I said, you know, you should be looking forward to come back and seeing your friends and socialising. Socialising is so hard work, mum. I don't know. I thought, you're a funny wee thing, so you are. Right, so there we go. That's us got our basic card there. That was dead easy, wasn't it? And it was actually quite good fun. Pale papaya colour, I didn't think I would like. I'm not a peachy person at all, but actually I've used it quite a lot, and it goes so well with so many of the other Stampin' Up! Colours. Just get my card base. Oops, a daisy. Pop that on there. Leave a nice white border around the edge. And there we have it. Simple and easy. How easy could that be? Right, so I'm going to put a sentiment inside, and the sentiment I'm going to put in is the same one. Love is what makes us family. I'm going to have to excuse the non-Stampin' Up! Block, but it's the only one I've got that's long enough for this. There we go. Like that. I like how crisp that stamp is. It's really nice. And now we need to just make the sentiment for the outside. So for this I have pre-cut some paper because I wasn't going to faff about cutting, and I'm going to use this punch, which is one that I don't use enough. So the peach colour, the pale papaya, I can't even say it now, I need to put my teeth in, is an inch wide, and it fits in the widest part of this. I always fiddle with this punch, so turn it round and you can see it coming up the back of the punch. There we go, make sure it's nice and straight. There we go, chop that. Bring that out, that was my fault, that's not very clear, and I'm going to punch the other side of that as well. I'll just tidy that up with scissors. You can see that I've been crafting, my hands are covered in ink. Again. There we go, we've got a nice wee banner there. I'm going to do white over the top so that I can then print my sentiment. So that is 3/4 of an inch wide, that piece of paper. And I'm just going to pop that right down in there till we see it appearing at the top there. Make sure it's in the middle. This is much easier if you use longer pieces of paper. I'm making life a bit difficult for myself here. Oh, come on. Behave. Somebody, one of my neighbours is having a party tonight. I can hear music and chatting, and it's so nice just to hear people socialising again. So I'm going to do this one a bit different. So, okay, and this says, this is where I'm going to have to peel back my name label here, because I can see it says cherished friend. That's a really nice sentiment, especially when you're sending it to somebody who's been incredibly kind and has done loads for you. Sorry, I'm having to put my head right in the shot here. There we go. Right. Start singing here. So that's rather lovely. And I'll just fold that card over. And my dimensionals, I think I have popped away, which is a bit of a paste. But what I do have, this would work. I've got a little bit of tape here. I nearly reached for the old snips there, that wouldn't go down well. Boss lady would be giving me a ride. Right, I'll just put a wee bit of that on the back. There we go. Normally I would use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals for that, but cherished friend, and I'm going to pop that at a nice jaunty angle across the middle. Now, what would finish it off really nicely is some of the nice sparkly things. Now, I do have in here, far too many, is what I hear y'all shouting, but I do have the in colours. A card's not a card without a bit of bling, is it? Come on. Especially when you're sending it to a nice friend. Ooh, now what colour will I use? I'm kind of drawn towards the Flirty Flamingo. Oh, I don't know. My wee pointy tool. Maybe a wee. There we go. So that one's got a wee bit of ribbon on it, and that one's got a wee bit of bling on it. So there we go. My friendship challenge has been completed. Perhaps not the most imaginative of challenges that I've ever done, but I decided to just stick to something simple this time. Some simple stamping, so even somebody who has never stamped before in their life could buy that stamp set for £20 and could make a card like that. Easy peasy. What do you think, folks? Let me know. Let me know which one you prefer. And if you go down below to the descriptions, there's another few of my team members who have taken part in the video hop, and you'll be able to see their friendship challenge as well. So have a go, watch theirs, and let us all know what you think. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click on the wee bell, and you'll get an update every time I'm online. I do try to put out a video every week, but the past couple of weeks have just been a wee bit mad and hectic. Like I say, I think I actually need a wee bit of lockdown just to be able to catch up with myself. Okay folks, it's lovely to speak to you again, and I hope to speak to you again next weekend. Take care, have a lovely week. Bye bye for now.